I seen a post from a woman on here that said the real reason she doesn't date attractive men is because basically once you her type, you can get away with almost anything. And I 100% feel that. Like, I'm not gonna say I date ugly women, because I don't, but like, I stay away from my type, because my type has me spending money that I don't have, skipping work that I need to be doing, mentally going through all the hoops, and I don't want to go through no more circuses. I don't want to chase nobody. I only want what wants me. So I'm not going after my type, and my type is the traditional bad, and I think that's everybody's type. But the bad has a worse personality, is all I'm saying. So I like women that like me as much as I like them, as well as have personality to go with looks, have smarts to go with looks. Like, my type, all you gotta do is be light skin, curly hair, and a nice body and a pretty face, and boom, here's my wallet, here it all. Oh, you need your nails done? Don't worry, I got it. And don't got it. I really don't got it. So it's like detrimental to my life. So I stay away from them.
This is basically a confession. Like he said, all men want the Barbie looking girls. So if you have a boyfriend or a man that is in the habit of going online, liking pictures of Instagram models, following BBL baddies, that man is just telling you that you are not his type. That is just the basic truth. His video just confirmed what we've been saying. And this is it, that a lot of men out there don't like the women they are with. The women they are married to, the women they are dating, they don't like it. And a lot of men settled. There is also the statement I usually see online. It goes this way: if a man likes you, he will do everything for you. Should we believe that based on what he said? He said his type makes him spend money. He's willing to do anything for his type. So does that mean that if a man truly likes you, all those excuses he's been given to other women, he wouldn't do that? That might be true, or should I say that is true? But the question here is this: how long is that likeness going to last? How long is the feeling he has for you going to last? That's a question, because men are easily moved by the next flashy woman, the next good-looking woman, the next drop gorgeous woman. So being a man's type does not guarantee he's going to be faithful and loyal to you forever. And also have this at the back of your mind: not because you are his type means that they don't have other girls out there that are also his type. So he might be going after 5 of his types. Do you get what I mean? And this means that he can easily fall out of love with you. That's if he's in love with you, the way they say it, and fall into love with someone else, because you're not the only girl he sees as his type. Let's read some comments. His preference is making a lot of you all miss the message. The bottom line is every man has a preference, and his preference will always get better treatment than a woman does not. So should we say that the women that are being maltreated by men, those men never saw them to be their type? I don't know. I just think we're making excuses for men. A man that is badly behaved is badly behaved. What he really meant to say is that the light-skinned, coily-haired girls had him spending money and getting nowhere. So now he's circling back to the ones who have already moved on. You know, when men get rejected by women, they are forced to go back because of ego to the girl that themselves rejected. It's wild. My uncle didn't even marry the type of woman he was truly attracted to, but he steps out on his wife with the type he really desires. This is the usual outcome. If a man settles, if a man marries a woman that he thinks is not his type, he will always cheat on that woman with the woman he thinks is his type. It's not all about marriage. What men usually do is this: they marry the nice girl, the wife material kind of girl, the plain Jane looking girl, and then they go out there and cheat on those innocent women with the women they see as their type. So marriage does not guarantee loyalty, does not guarantee faithfulness, does not mean that a man will not cheat on you, or that man is going to stick with you and be there forever.
I don't want to stress you out by trying to keep up with my lifestyle that I already have and am accustomed to. Why? Because if I'm going to these restaurants just for lunch meetings and it takes you your whole check to take me there, I don't want to stress you out. You cannot hang with me. You are still wanting a vacation for the weekend. I vacation and go on holiday for the month.
Okay, so if you don't know who that is, that's LisaRaye. You must be white if you don't know who she is. That's LisaRaye. She is a black actress in Hollywood. She's been famous for a very long time, but she's also 57 years old and single. And I think that we can see from that clip why she is 57 years old and single. Look, this is what I have to say. You know what? Have your standards when it comes to dating, have your standards when it comes to lifestyle. But if you're a 57-year-old woman, obviously you have, and you're still single, obviously you have made some choices that have led you to be 57 years old and single. You obviously have not made the right choices in men if choosing somebody that could really, really sustain that level of lifestyle, which is completely absurd, by the way. If that is what you are using to choose a man, you should probably already have a man, and you don't have one because you're 57 years old and you're single. So I don't think that this interview is the flex that she thinks it is, and it is, unfortunately, all too indicative of how, you know, a lot of these women out here, and particularly black women, actually think.
I disagree with him. I don't agree with his point. What she said made a whole lot of sense to me. There is no point making a man jump mountains and valleys to be with you when he knows he's not going to sustain that lifestyle, if you get what I mean. Why start in the first place if you know you cannot see it through? So I get her point. And let me say this lady has been married before and she's divorced. It's okay for you to be single if you're not finding that person that matches your energy. There's no point getting into a relationship with a man that is filled with false promises. They sell you the dreams that they cannot actualize. Self-love is you identifying a man that is not good for you and walking away from that man just to avoid future disappointment. Her explanation basically means cut your coat according to your material. Don't go for what you can reach. It doesn't make sense for you to want to date a woman that is not in your league. And then when she starts expecting you to do things for her the way she does it, you begin to struggle and resent her. You begin to think, oh, this woman is asking too much, or she's a gold digger. No, she's just asking for basic things because she can effortlessly do those things for herself. Why don't you save yourself the energy and disappointment and date women that are within your league? Let's read some comments. This is LisaRaye being LisaRaye. She divorced her husband years ago. Her being single does not mean she is alone. Men don't get it. A lot of women are single by choice because they don't have quality men around them. They are not meeting quality men. Some women also have decided not to have anything to do with men. Why is being single a negative thing? Ask men. She is an attractive, self-sufficient woman who isn't waiting for someone to choose her. That's the way to go. She's been married and divorced. She has her standards and will not allow just any man into her life. I applaud her. Not because you're single, any man that approaches you is good enough to be in a relationship with. No, singlehood does not equate desperation.
Are you single?
I'm so single.
I'm so single.
Yeah, but you need to date. I don't.
Wait, why do I need to date? Because
Yeah, you're young. You should do it now because you get older and you care less. I hate to tell you.
I think I might be there.
You're not there.
What if since I started so young? I mean, think about it. We were partying together when I was 10 years old. I'm gonna turn 49. I am not that. I'm not that aggressive or interested. Or
I know what you mean.
I'm very happy with my life. I'm a little.
I know what you mean.
What?
Well, at the same time, I want to say I got really tired. People finally gave up because everybody would say, "So, is there a man?" It was just like, years and years go by. Now nobody asks anymore.
I've been single for 10 years. It's not a long shot. Somebody just needs to grow a pair and step up. I am shockingly available.
There are different types of single women. Some are single and available to date. The reason why they are still single is because they've not found a quality man to date. We also have the category of women that are single because they don't want to have anything to do with men. Men are so quick to shame older women that are single. You often hear them say, oh, she's single because she's got bad attitude or her standards are so high. Don't let their statement make you bring down your standard and settle for less, because you're definitely going to regret it on the long run. Let's read this man's comment. I can't keep a man. That is the comment he left on the last video clip we just watched. It's just their thinking. Once they meet a woman that is more advanced and has chosen to be single, or she's single, they interpret it as, oh, she just cannot keep a man, or maybe she's asking for too much, she has bad character and all that. No. And if a woman is not keeping a man, it's not her fault. It's because a lot of men out there are not well behaved. If a woman chooses not to take BS from men, that relationship is not going to work. We know what has been common out there for long is that women have been the ones enduring. The word is endurance. We've been enduring. But these days, women are saying, no, we can't keep enduring the bad behavior from men. And that is what has given rise to the spike in divorce rate lately. So if you see a relationship that is blossoming, I'm not saying all relationship that blossoms has bad men in them. No. The common thing out there is this. Women are the ones making the relationship to last long. They're the ones fixing the pieces and patching things up. The moment they say they can't do anymore, that's the moment that relationship ends. A lot of women are suffering and smiling in their relationships. That's basically what I'm saying.
Man, somebody put something in my baby mama drink, but I always check on my baby mama, man, no matter how I feel or what I think. I love her, bro. I love her.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't have dollars? Hey, like, something to drink too. I'm not right, baby. I don't drink. You don't drink? But really? You gonna do like that? I don't drink. You don't drink? What you doing? Give me something to drink. Energy. What's going on? You don't need no energy? Why you so close to me, bro? You all right? Seriously, you don't drink.
Me and my girl, y'all, for life. You still my baby, y'all. I love this girl for life. My number one, man. My number one. My baby mama for life, man. I'm her new baby mama. Hey. He crazy, ain't he crazy? Hey, boy, I'm trying to eat my baby mama, but we're gonna fight. Look at her, she's cute.
I didn't find that video funny. Personally, there was no point for what he did. What does he stand to gain for filming her and putting it online? What? I don't get it. Was he trying to shame her or what? Or is he seeking for help? I'm trying to understand why he did what he did. Let's see what people are saying in the comment section. Crazy part, this happens a lot in Atlanta. Got about 4 friends. Somebody slipped a Mickey too, and they were never the same. Take her home. Don't film her at her lowest. Get her some help. And this is what that man was supposed to do. I think he did this to her. There's a possibility, but there's no way to prove that. Get her off the streets if you really love her. True. For me, I think what he did was just to humiliate her. Get her clean up. Make that change. Beware of people that love to broadcast you at your worst. They love the feeling of being better than you at that moment. True.
I dumped the man of my dreams yesterday because he stopped acting like the man of my dreams. I asked him to do one simple thing, which was communicate with me more, just so I could feel like more secure in our relationship, particularly because he lives all the way on the East Coast and I'm in LA right now. And in the same day, he left me on red for 24 hours, and I was genuinely so worried because his dad was in and out of the hospital. And he got back to me and was like, oh, so sorry, I was at a Celtics game. And I was like, got you. And that was the end. So if you needed a sign, this is your sign to dump him. And now I'm gonna go drink wine with my friends. This is my outfit. Have fun and dump him if he can't do simple things for you, like answering a text.
You can't be everything a man wants if he's not showing up as everything you need. Love isn't just about what you give, it's about what you receive in return. If he wants you to be his peace, his comfort, his biggest supporter, then he needs to be your strength, your protector, your safe place. You deserve to feel valued, cherished, and respected. You need to know that he's there for you through every high and low. When you look at him, you should see a man who listens, who uplifts, who supports your dreams just as much as his own. Love is more than words, it's action. If you want a love that lasts, it has to be built on effort, mutual respect, and unwavering commitment. Be the woman who knows her worth, who refuses to settle, who embraces the love she truly deserves. Because when you give your best, you should receive the best in return.
The last clip just summarized everything. You can't be in a relationship where you are constantly giving but not receiving. You're doing yourself a disservice to find yourself in such a relationship and still choose to remain there. Reciprocity is very important in relationship. Effort sustains relationship. If you constantly find yourself to be the only person in a relationship making effort for that relationship to work, it only means one thing, that the other person is not as interested in that relationship as you are. And in such case, it is advisable for you to pack up and leave. And for the lady that said she just dumped the man of her dream, everyone has got a deal breaker. Some people can't stand having their man not reply their text message in one full day or even return their call. So I'm not really going to say much on that. If that man can go a whole day without replying your message, it means you don't mean so much to him as you think you do. I know sometimes we get so busy in life, days can be hectic. You picking up your phone and leaving a message and letting the person know the situation of things shows you value the person and you respect the person's effort in that relationship. If you would love to watch more videos like this, click this video to watch a girl that got dumped by her boyfriend because she was in the habit of wearing hair bonnet at his place. And I will see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.